Hi guys, what is up? How are you? I hope you guys are having an amazing day as per usual. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a review and look using and talking about the brand new Anastasia Beverly Hills Primrose eyeshadow palette. When I saw that this release, heart officially sank, I was 100% drawn to this one. It retails for $55. As of now, it's only available on Anastasia Beverly Hills' website, which I'll have linked down below. I think it should arrive to Ulta and Sephora sometime soon as well. Let me show you guys what this babe looks like. So packaging is gorgeous. It's like in a nice nude package. You open it up just like that, and I think this goes all the way back, does it? Yeah, okay. You get 10 different eyeshadows and then 2 blushes as well. I absolutely love the tones of this palette. You get a selection of metallics and mattes, and then 2 matte blushes that I feel like just pair beautifully with the shadows. I think the color story is, for me at least, very unique, and it's something like this that actually inspires me to create different looks, even though it's like, okay, that looks neutral, but I feel like there's something to this one that just has my heart. Plus, ABH's shadow formula usually is really nice for me, with the exception of the Subculture palette. Pretty much everything else they released I was fully in love with. One of my favorite palette of all time is the Norvina Original palette, the purple tone palette. I use that all of the time, I'm telling you. So I was really happy to see that ABH released something new for this time around. We haven't seen launches from them in a bit. I like that this one is fairly different compared to their other like rectangular palettes. The pan sizes seem to be a bit larger, and then with this one as well, we get the 2 blushes, which they've never done anything like this. I think that this right here is an absolute winner. You're also gonna see how I apply it on the eyes and how seamlessly they blend out. I cannot wait to see what other looks I can come up with using this one. Let's go ahead and get started with some swatches. I figured I would do live swatches just because I was watching my older videos and I really enjoyed seeing myself just kind of like swatch everything on camera instead of swatching it and then showing you guys after. So let's do this. Okay, so here we have the first 4 metallic shades. This one right here is called Fire Opal, Peony, Sparkling Amber, and then Rose Water. And then we're gonna swatch. You guys can see 2 swipe swatches each. These are extremely smooth, extremely soft, no thickness at all with these. They're also so metallic and so shiny. I will say they have a little bit of like fallout because they're so beyond soft, but I personally don't necessarily mind that. It still works amazingly on the eyes, and they're such good quality shadows, let me tell ya. Moving on to the matte shades that are included, here are the first 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here we have the 2 remaining shades. This right here is Clara, which is a matte, and then this is actually called Primrose. I would say that's a matte with little specks of glitter, but you don't necessarily see that translate on the eye. And I'll swatch these up here. Okay, so here you have it, the 10 shades swatched. You guys saw 2 swipe swatches each. Very pigmented, very smooth, very soft, creamy. The mattes are pretty much the same as the metallics, except they're just different finishes, but in regards to quality, it seems like it's the same. Super smooth, like I said, very creamy, but they have a little bit of fallout, but there's no chalkiness. It's good stuff, let me tell ya. You'd be happy with this one, I'm just saying. Okay, then we have the 2 blushes. This right here is in Saddle. It's like a camely color. And then we have Grapefruit, which is a really light, nice pale peach. And then here you guys, 1, 2. The 2 blushes are actually a matte finish, but they don't look flat on the face. They look very fresh and clean. Very buildable and extremely pigmented, so a little bit goes the longest way ever. I think that's pretty much it in regards to all of the info. This palette is actually also made in the USA for reference, and I believe it is limited edition, I want to say, for the holiday season. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this eye look. I didn't do 2 looks today. I just did this one just because I'm going to actually go to my brother in Staten Island today, and I didn't want it to be 2 different vibes. But I will definitely play around with this a little bit more and keep you guys posted in a future video to let you know if I'm really fully obsessed and if I gravitate towards it, if I use it as much as I thought. But I will say, I think this is going to be my #1 for the holiday season. It's saying a lot, but I'm in love. Alright, so let's get started. I have my Scorpio mug here that Emma gifted me and Scorpio candle right behind ya. Okay, so the first shade I'm going to go in with is Honey, which is this light neutral shade on a Morphe M441. That actually seems like a pretty dark shade. I don't know if I could set my lids with this. No, not necessarily. But if you have a deeper skin tone, I think it would be a good lid setting shade. This has a decent amount of color for my skin tone. But I'm still going to apply it all over the eyes, into the crease area slightly. With the same Morphe M441 brush, I'm going to go in with this beautiful rosy matte in Claret. These shadows pick up really nicely on the brush, but they also have a decent amount of like fallout. Very, very soft shades for sure. So with this one, I'm just going to work it into the crease area. Really nice though. It's so beyond smooth. And you can see it's applying color perfectly. I guess if you use a lighter hand, you can build up, but you know me and my style, it's just like all or nothing. I love that. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is Deep Berry on a JH40 brush. So this brush right here is really just a good tiny crease brush. I usually like to place the shade down with a brush like this, sometimes just dot it on, and then apply it a bit lower from the previous shade. So I'm just going to blend this in. And you can see it's actually pairing really, really nicely together. You can see the transition effect, which I love, and these tones are so beautiful. Next, I'm just going to go back in with the M441 by Morphe and just blend it out slightly. I don't want to move the color around way too much, but I do want to just like make it look a bit more smoother. Okay, next I'm going to go back in with the shade Deep Berry for the lower lash line with a JH30 brush. With this color, I'm pretty much just going to swipe it on the lower lash line, build up the intensity. So I'm going to do one coat of that, and then what I'm going to do is, and then I will take the JH49 brush, a very stiff brush, and I'm going to work this into, closer into the lash line. So it's a bit more smoky and a bit more dramatic. Once I have the shade down, I'm going to take a big, fluffy, clean blending brush. This is a Morphe M518. And I'm just going to blend it out so it's not as harsh. For the lids, I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Peony. This is a beautiful metallic pink with a hint of gold in there. I think this shade is absolutely gorgeous. We're just going to pop that onto the lid. Beautiful. These are my kind of looks, by the way. Obsessed. And it's applying amazingly. I don't have to wet it, I don't have to do anything. It's not thick, so good. On a Morphe M421 brush, I'm gonna just take a little bit. It's like a flat shader brush and apply this in areas where my finger couldn't reach. So like up there and kind of connecting the inner part of the eyeshadow to the outer part. We are pretty much done with the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and apply some liner. This is the Infallible Liora liner. It's retractable, amazing, in the shade Carbon Black. Mascara, of course, you guys know the drill. Essence Lash Princess and with the green lettering. And then for lashes, I have these that I purchased, I think from TJ, but I'll leave a similar one linked down below from Velour. Really, really solid stuff with the best lash glue ever. This is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I recommended this to everyone and anyone I know. Game changer. Let's go ahead and apply some blush. I didn't apply blush before just because we have two blushes included in here and I wanted to test out the formula. So I think I'm firstly going to go in with Grapefruit and then I'm going to use Saddle, or maybe I'll mix both. I feel like Grapefruit might be a bit too light. Saddle seems like it's a bit deep for my skin tone. I'm going to be using the JH06 brush for this. I love this blush brush. It's the best. Ow, I just hurt my elbow like crazy. All right, firstly we're going to go in with Grapefruit, which is the lighter shade. And actually it does apply. I thought it really wouldn't show up, but it's like a nice light wash of peachiness, you know? It's actually very pretty. Like if you want like a no blush look, but also like something very fresh, I think this is very pretty. I like it a lot. I don't have a lot of shades like this. Then I'm gonna go with a little bit of Saddle, the deeper shade. Just a drop to intensify it a little bit more. So yeah, these are very pigmented. You could see, I didn't even blend it out well, like right over here. we'll need a bigger brush for that. So I'm trying to take this Real Her brush that I got in Boxy and just work that up in there. But these seem amazing. I feel like it's gonna last forever because you need just a baby bit. For highlighter, I'm gonna be using the shade Rosewater on a Morphe M508. And I'm just gonna apply it on my inner corner. I always apply highlighter on my eyes. I feel like it just ties in the look gorgeously. This is a beautiful, like rose gold, slightly pink highlighter. Very nice and very soft. I'm gonna take a drop more on the brow bone. Love. For lips, I'm gonna be using this Huda Beauty lip liner in Honey Beige. I got this in a Sephora Favorites kit that I reviewed last week. You guys, best kits ever, let me tell you. On top of that, for just a little bit of like shine and gloss, I'm gonna apply the Tower 28 Juice Bomb. This is amazing and it's exclusive only to that Sephora Favorites kit, so whoa. I have a link down below. So pretty. Okay, so that is pretty much it in regards to the review and eye look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below for sure, for sure. Keep me posted and like, yeah, let me know if you're gonna be picking this up, if this speaks to you. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.